never had a profound sense of responsibility to protect the sanctity of the party outcome of this principle of transparency, social justice, and accountability. The DCE's administration, even as young as 6 months, has proved to be one that undermines the very foundation and cardinal principle on which the party was established. This we consider as anti-party behavior, with potential for heavy dissatisfaction of both party members and voting voters for the party. Among the many issues, informing our demand for her immediate removal from office includes: Point 1. Exploitation of vulnerable continuous and youth through the sale of National Apprenticeship Form. The Honorable DCE reportedly inserted and sanctioned the sale of application forms to potential beneficiaries of National Apprenticeship Program (MPA) in the Nanton district. We doubted the reports until we saw videos evidence where staff of the assembly who were tasked to sell the phones confirmed they were acting on the Honorable DCE instructions. This action of the DCE amount to betrayal of the trust of the youth for the party and the consequences. Your guess is as good as mine. The sale of the funds were not regulated, and as many funds as possible would have been sold to desperate young people for the DCE's profits, but at the expense of party force and the very people we promised to save with integrity. You and I remember the program was launched with clear message that the funds were for free. To make the soil funds look like the ticket to heaven, the DCE made sure they were stamped with official stamp of the assembly. This increased confidence of the very youth who gave us power to pay for it only for the majority to end up disappointed with the being selected, corruption and extortion. If anyone were to do this, it should not be an appointee of NDC government, which abhor corruption of all forms. We would like to emphasize what the Constituency Executive stated in their petition, that this is an act of extreme short-sightedness and agreed. It excludes the very youth we need to engage and create a generation of disillusioned young people who will associate the NDC with corruption and exploitation. Instead of building the party's future base, she is destroying it. Every city taken from an unemployed youth is a vote loss for the NDC in the future. Second point, unaccounted 600 bags of fertilizer meant for the poor farmers in the constituency. Out of over 2,000 bags of fertilizer meant to support farmers and alleviate poverty in the district. The DC is reported to have diverted 600 bags for her own benefit instead of distributing same to the poor farmer who works so hard to keep the people of Nanton district nourished and energetic. Diverting what is meant for the public for personal gain is in direct conflict with the party's foundation. The DC allegedly sold the diverse fertilizer at reduced price to retailers for personal gain, denying our own people the benefits therein. This singular action attracted widespread condemnation from party faithful members. Sadly, the DCE by her action showed no remorse, but demonstrated how she is above reproach and accountability from the very